Hey YouTube, welcome back. I just want to give a quick shout out to Monique and her radio podcast show, Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship. That's the name of it. A very interesting name. It really catches your attention. Um, I found out about this actually listening to the radio. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that Monique had a radio podcast show. So I checked it out and I was like, oh, Monique's really talking about some interesting things here. And she talks about like stuff going on with her, kind of like, the Netflix situation, the Lee Daniels situation, the Tyler Perry situation, the Oprah situation, the Kim Whitley situation. Um, also, she talks about what happened with the Monique show that used to be on BET. And I wondered about that too. I assumed it was because of poor ratings. It actually had really good ratings, but it's a long backstory that goes into why the show was canceled. And it has to do with Deborah Lee and Monique's interaction with each other. And definitely I've been listening to her podcast, or is that how you say it? Her podcast, and really enjoyed them. I haven't listened to all of them, but I've listened to some of them, especially the ones that deal with like the topics that are kind of like in the entertainment news. Her and Oprah, that's a really good one. Like, dang, I didn't even know all this stuff, this behind the scenes stuff, right? And also, it kind of allows Monique to tell her side of the story. And while I'm not completely on board with Monique, I do support the spirit of what she's trying to do. You know? But like a lot of people, well, I won't even say a lot, but like some people, I have concerns, so I can't 100% jump on board with what Monique is doing. But I understand where she's coming from. And, her, when she's, doing these podcasts, she does it with her husband too, Sydney, you know, and, they both chat and give their opinions and also, their side of the story. And as well, on occasions, they take calls and they have like a chat going and they kind of read comments from the chat room as well. But I'll say like they're really interesting from what I've listened to so far. They've been really interesting. Like the Kim Whitley situation, I was like, dang, I didn't even know you guys were like close like that. And Kim Whitley said the comments that she said about Monique, saying that she's like the fourth supreme and she needs to let it go. And then Monique saying, well, you know, that's strange to her because you wasn't telling me to, let it go when you came to her and Sydney asking for, business advice because her management or her representation was not respecting her. Mm-hmm. And they used to go on long walks together and exercise together. There's so many other things, and I'm just like, wow, I didn't know all that because when I remember that situation popping off, I thought her and Kim Whitley didn't even know each other really. I just thought Kim Whitley was just making jokes about someone in the media. But I'm like, dang, that makes me look at Kim in a whole different light now. I'm like, oh, you know, basically to sum it up, it's just someone who you thought was your friend because you guys been in each other's house, you guys had dinner together, you guys talked about um, private personal things together, you guys cried together, um, you know etc., right? That person turned out not to be a friend in the end. You know, and then the one about Oprah and Monique confronting Oprah at like this party about her being shady about bringing her mother and father on the her television show. That's a good one. Her talking to Tyler Perry. Um, it's a lot of interesting things, right? Um, Monique going into like a lot of different details. I think you guys, if you're interested, check it out. It's like a lot of episodes. I don't think they've been. The last episode they had was like in January, so I don't think they've been making any recently. I don't know why, but not recently. But pretty much it's just me kind of giving a shout out to Monique and just letting you guys know, hey, you know, she got a little project going over here. Check it out, see if you like it, support her, and whatnot. Well, that's all I got for the moment. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.